How you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, and in this video I'm going to analyze why your website may not be getting you clients from the online space. And long story short, I have a Dumbbells to Dollars student. His name is Alex, and I saw him put up this great post of a before and after picture of a client, and this is a great way to get people interested in your services. And I also saw that he put in his website, so I immediately went to visit his website, and here is his website right here. Looks great, right? So I went around and I didn't see any video, so the first thing I asked him was, hey dude, where's the video for your website? He said, what video? And I said, well, you know, if you're gonna get people in, you want to explain your services via video, as that's your best hook for getting people in. And as I went through his website more, I started to see more holes. And a lot of trainers have these same holes in their website. So I'm gonna go over how to optimize your website to make sure that you're getting as many clients as possible from the online space. And I first and foremost just want to thank Alex for letting me use his website as an example for this video. So let's go back to Alex's website. This is his website right here, 606 Fitness in Chicago, Illinois. This is my SEO website, my search engine optimized website, and this is my website for Facebook or YouTube or Instagram advertising. This is the landing page for my bootcamp. So if I were to ask you, so which website is better between my BFF Bootcamp site and the 606 Fitness site, you would probably say his site is better because he has the video in the back, he has this impressive font, he has the big logo, he has the red that catches your attention, he tells you about himself, he tells you about his process, he tells you about testimonials, but there are a lot of holes here, and this is a prime example of a website that doesn't quite understand the way clients behave, because client behavior is most important. If somebody comes upon your page, if they even get there, they want to know a couple of things. Number one, they want to know your prices. Number two, they want to know your availability. They want to know your contact information. So I was going through his website. These navigation buttons keep you on the same page, which is great because it'll just shift you down this one page. But I was looking around, and at first I had a hard time finding the hours or the availability, the schedule for the classes. So after I went around a bit, I finally saw that it was right here. All right, Monday through Friday, 5:30, 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday, he has the 7 p.m. And that's great, but look at how little space he dedicates to this compared to his Let's Get Moving, compared to his logo, compared to this big red that pulls your eyes down and away from his information about availability. And for somebody that is not gonna dedicate a lot of time, nobody is emotionally connected to your service. So if they can't figure it out quickly, they're just gonna bounce out and go for the next website that they come across. All right, whereas here, my SEO site, when somebody finds me online, let's talk about the fold. The fold is everything that your person sees before they scroll. So people tend to spend most of their time above the fold. They won't take any time to scroll. Now, if somebody just wanted to know how to get started, they could just click here, how to get started or register your Groupon. So they click it. And from there, it gives a very simple offer. You can go over to purchase the Groupon, you get $30 for 30 days of unlimited bootcamp. Bam, use this link to get the Groupon. And then once they get the Groupon, they're instructed to come back here and fill out their reservation form. So they fill this out, this comes to me, I give them a call, and I get them started. Now let's go back home. Let's say they're not sure about what they want to do with the bootcamp. They're going to want to know the location, they're going to want to know the directions, they're going to want to know the schedule and cost. So if they wanted to get the schedule, as you can see, Groupon rate $29 to first-time bootcampers and bootcampers that have been inactive for 6+ months, and then $197 thereafter. There's a schedule, bam, there's nothing else to think about. All right, in terms of the location, on the home screen, if they scroll down a bit, they can get the directions right here. All right, and I also have more, I have a lot of videos on the page. Why? Because I want to make sure that they can learn as much about this as possible, and I want to allay any concern. So if you have the time, you can go over to bootcampbff.com so you can see what the users see. But I have a 3-minute video just explaining that the boot camp is not going to rip their heads off. I have a video explaining, you know, what to do when you're nervous about starting. I have another video explaining that I know it's not easy to wake up early, and if you struggle with that, watch this video and you're going to be okay. So my goal is just to allay any concern, to get them feeling good about the boot camp, and then to get them over to Get Started. That's where I put all of my energy, and that's where I put all of the attention. How to get started. That's the most bold thing there. Now, if somebody's searching online, they're probably going to spend a little bit more time on the website, or if they already purchased the Groupon, then they have no problem spending time to fill out a long form. As you can see, the reservation form asks for a lot of information: name, address, email, phone, date of birth, how'd you hear about it, and then when you go to the next page, it's going to ask for your why you started the boot camp. It's going to ask for your main roadblock. It's going to ask for your emergency contact. So it asks for a lot of information. But since most people come here after visiting after purchasing a Groupon, they don't mind investing that time. But if they just come across you and they're in a hurry and they haven't spent any money yet, they're not going to fill out all this information for a form. And the people that don't have a lot of time are the people that find me through a Facebook ad, all right, or an Instagram or YouTube ad. So here I make it way simpler, where essentially I want to start all over the place, all right, right below the fold, and on the top of the fold, if you're on mobile, then that's the class schedule, all right. For this, I have a more aggressive offer, because if they're on Facebook, they're not spending a lot of time to figure out, you know, if they want to buy something or not. So the goal is just to get their information and try to sell them later. And then there's also a video here, and then they can learn more about the boot camp, what I offer, and then why it's so great. So I have more videos. If they scroll down, if they don't click the I want that, I got to give them more information and more reasons to stay on. So I have a testimonial video. And if they're not ready to start yet, then I have written testimonials. But I don't spend a lot of time on this page. I only have 3 sections, because most often, if you're going from a Facebook ad, you're doing it from your phone. So you don't have a lot of time to go through a long page and read a lot of stuff. My main goal is to get their information. So let's say I finally get them to click. As you can see, the sign-up form is way simpler. It just gives me the information that I need to get them started as soon as possible. So just first name, last name, phone, email, and desired class time. That's all that I need, so that as soon as I get that, I will call them, I will text them, I will get them more excited. And then after they've confirmed their first day, then I'll send them the form with all the emergency contact, why are you here, what do you want to accomplish, all that other stuff. Now, if we go over to 606 Fitness, most people kind of just go through a website like this. They look for the video, or they look for the Get Started button. All right, so if I wanted to book a class now, I guess I would just go to Book a Class Now. And from there, he has 2 options. You can schedule a free group class, or you can schedule a personal training session for $30. Now, most people that are strangers, I assume, will opt for the class sessions. And if it were me, I would suggest that you only have the group training sign up, because it has the lowest barrier of entry, and then you can upsell them the personal training later. But let's assume that I wanted to schedule that free class, because most people are going to go for free. I would also put this super bold. I would decrease the font on this, decrease the font on this, and make this bold. Schedule free group class. I would highlight that, because that's where you want their attention. All right, so I think the bold is in the wrong places. It should be here and here. So you're gonna click book it. And from there, it takes you to a Punch Pass page. Now, there are a lot of services out there like Mindbody, which essentially lists your schedule online, and that's great. But again, if you have the person that's in a hurry, there are too many steps to create. Not everybody makes a decision when they're sitting at their computer and they're not doing anything. Most people make decisions from their mobile phone, so it has to be quick. So let's assume that I wanted to go to his 5:30 a.m. group training class. I would have to click it, and then I would have to create an account. So I'm going to create an account right now. I don't want to save it. All right, so after I do that, I'm still not done. I have to go over to my confirmation email, and I have to click the link, and if I don't, then all of that work will be expired. If I was just looking to get something started and I'm not even really sure if I want to do it, that would be a deterrent for me because I don't want to jump through all these hoops. Some people may, but I would say the average person won't do all that stuff. All right, so I'm trying to reload. I'm trying to get back to the home page. And it's not the simplest navigation back. So if I click on the 606, it doesn't take me to the home page. So I'd have to type it back in. All right, so compare that, having to fill out the form and then go to the confirmation link versus having to fill out a very short form, all right, and then I'll do all the work, all right? Like I as trainer will call you now, all right? So you don't want your clients to have to invest so much if they're going to see you. All right, now the next thing that we have to address is the fact that most people interact with websites via mobile. They don't do it on their desktop. People are in too much of a hurry. All right, nobody has a schedule like mine where I'm free after 8 a.m. and I can do whatever I want in front of my computer. So this has to work well on a mobile site. So I have my phone and I'm going to try to navigate 606 Fitness through my phone. Give me 1 second. All right, so now we're on my phone and there's the email that I was sent from 606. And is it hard? No, you just got to click a button, but not everybody is connected like that. And not everybody's going to go through all the steps. I think it would be a little bit easier to just have them fill out an easy form and then you contact them. But now let's go over to his website. All right, so we're at 606fitness.com and look at all the attention that he dedicated to his logo and the Let's Get Moving. Now the times are a little bit easier to see, but still that's below the fold. So you're gonna have to trust that the client is gonna be willing to scroll up or down to see your information. All right, so let's go to book a class now. Let's scroll down. It's a little bit more apparent when it's on mobile. So we're gonna click the group training sign up and then we're gonna scroll up. And as you can see now, the punch pass is a little bit more strained. All right, so you're gonna have to look a little bit further. So I'm going to try to find a class that I like and I'm going to click on, let's see, one that looks open, this class right here. All right, I clicked a grayed out class. So I scroll down and then I'll just come to find, oh, I had clicked on something that was already done. All right, so now I'm gonna go back and now I have to try to find something that is available or that isn't blacked out. And then I'm going to click on the 7:30 and then bam, I can create my account. But let's compare that experience to my Facebook advertising page. All right, so as you can see here, now I have it set up where if you're looking at this site on mobile, the information on scheduling is automatically at the top. You have the website directly at the top. You have the schedule directly at the top. You have the offer right under the video and you can watch the video. Now, if you don't click on the first button, again, you can watch more videos. If you don't click on the second button, you can read about what people say. Once you click on the third button, it's going to take you to the form to get out your free pass. And there are only 5 fields that you have to enter. Hit send me my free pass now. And then bam, you get a video from me just letting you know that I'm going to give you a call in 30 minutes. Now, if we're talking about customer service, isn't it better to enter in a few forms and get a call immediately than it is to fill out a form and then you have to confirm it after you open your email? It might go to spam or you might just miss it and then you don't get a call. It's better to give the client as much service as possible because people are fickle. They haven't made up their mind yet on you. You have to make sure that they make up their mind because even if they fill out a form, you'd be surprised how many people fill out a form but don't follow through on the next step. So you want to hook them as much as possible. Now I want to go over the last thing, and that is search engine optimization. So this might have been built on Wix or Squarespace, and a lot of trainers ask me, hey, I should use Wix, shouldn't I? Or shouldn't I use Squarespace because I can do all this, fancy stuff on it. This is better for search engine optimization. This is WordPress, and I use iPage as my hosting site as it is cheap and it backs up the page daily. and it may not be as flashy, but it's way better at getting people interested in your services. So this is how people search for you. They'll essentially go to Google and then they will look for bootcamp near me. And there are a couple towns that surround my bootcamp. So let's see what Google spits out. So if we go to Google, we're going to type in bootcamp near Nutley, New Jersey. What comes up? BFF Bootcamp. Bootcamp near Clifton, New Jersey. What comes up? BFF Bootcamp is second. Bootcamp near Bloomfield, New Jersey. BFF is first. Bootcamp near Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Bootcamp is second. So, and look at this one, 2.3. So I got nothing to worry about. So you have to make sure that you optimize your site so that when people search for you, they can find you. And I know that that's not the case for him. Why? Because of this. Look at the title screen. Look up here. All right. Up here, it says 1 month free boot camp, Nutley, New Jersey. Up here, it says Nutley, New Jersey, fitness boot camp, personal training. That's not a mistake. What does it say up here? It says 606 fitness. You see, this is where he fucked up, because unless they know you already, nobody's looking for 606 fitness. They're looking for boot camp or personal trainer near Chicago, Illinois. So if I type in boot camp near Chicago, he's not on. Not the first, not the second, not the third. If we go to more places, and this is slightly unfair because Chicago, Illinois is way larger than Nutley, New Jersey, but that's even more reason for you to be very specific with how you optimize your website, all right? Especially when you use Facebook advertising. So if we go here, all of these boot camps show up. We have to go to page 2 before we come across 606, if it still holds up. I don't see it here. Maybe he's on page 1. He's got Barry's Bootcamp. See, he's not even showing. They're going to check out all these places before they check you out. So you have to make sure that your site is optimized. All right. So that's about it. When it comes to websites, it's not about being the prettiest website. All right. It's about being the most effective at getting clients in line so that they take action, so you can communicate with them, so they can come into your door, so you can eventually sell them. So if you're not doing this, you're missing the boat, and that's why you're not seeing success. It's not that you're not a good enough trainer, it's that you don't know how to put yourself in front of enough people. Now, if you want to get better at this, I always say I definitely recommend that you check out my Dumbbells to Dollars course. It is the best course to teach you how to put your website together, and then when you get people in the door, what to say to them, how to give them the best workouts, how to close them. All that stuff is covered in the Dumbbells to Dollars course. I include all the code that you need to put into the website. So you don't have to think about anything. You're just going to take the code that I give you, you're going to copy it, you're going to paste it, and your pages will automatically be populated. Now you will have to add your own video, but that just takes a phone, and I will show you how to take a good video, what makes a good shot, what makes a bad shot, all that stuff. I'll have you covered. If you want to learn how to run Facebook ads so that you can reach a number of people and not wait for them to get to you, I teach you how to do that in the course too. So if you're looking to see success, hey, listen, this is a great looking website. And from everything that I've seen from his before and afters, Alex is a great trainer, but he's not going to get people in front of him, the people that he deserves, unless he optimizes everything. So I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. Remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe, stress levels low, get rest. Don't slap anybody, love your clients, they will love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.